I'm back from vacation. That sucker got me pretty good. He should know it's going to take a little more than poison to get rid of me. Oh. I'm back from... you got me pretty good. I'm back from vacation. So, Infinity War. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's certainly like... This is my second time seeing it. The first time I thought it was way overblown. And, okay, to start off, the whole MCU started when I graduated high school. So, at least this time around. No, it started when I graduated high school. So, this far in, I was pretty burnt out. And in fact, I've stayed pretty, regular with those movies up until about Homecoming, Ragnarok kind of thing. Civil War, and all that, that's when I started to waver off a bit. And so I saw Infinity War not after the hype had died down, and I thought and the first time I saw it, I was like, this is what everyone was so hyped up for. It's not. It doesn't live up to the hype. At least I didn't think it would. At least I didn't think it did. Then I watched it again just now, literally just now. Like I stopped the movie making this just now, And I think it's better than what I gave it credit for the first time. But I still think it's overblown a bit. We'll save Endgame for later because I have to redo that one just to make sure. Although I do remember liking Endgame much better than I did Infinity War. So we'll save that for later. So we'll save that one for later. Let's see if I end up ripping Infinity War a new one infinitely. I don't know. Judgment's still quite slightly out yet, but stop that. So Endgame, because I saw Ragnarok after. I saw Infinity War the first time before I saw Ragnarok. So I saw Ragnarok and then I saw Infinity War and I was like, okay, it takes up right after Ragnarok. Okay, got it. And so we get to see Loki die again. Only this time it's probably for legit this time. And then you hear all the fangirls go like, no! Meanwhile, I was like, how about something original? But it was very heartfelt because you got the feeling that Loki had started turning a legit new leaf. So I felt bad for that. And the whole time I'm watching this whole scene, I'm thinking I'm sitting there looking like every time I see this, I'm like when I see Thor and Loki on screen together in any given movie, I see me and my best friend. And I turned to him at one point and I said that. He's like, oh yeah, you're the big lughead while I'm the smart guy. I'm like, so you're saying I'm the one that takes the lumps while you think of weasel your way out. Okay, I'm down with that. Because growing up, I was always the biggest out of the whole group, so that's fine, whatever. But that's beside the point. So Thanos, which I think is the best part of this whole movie. Thanos is the best. He was the best. He was the best part of that whole movie. The first time I saw it, I thought. But so it's a lot to cover. I only got an hour because I'm starting to stream for Call of Duty in an hour. So let's see if I can do this. So Thanos is gathering the Infinity Stones. No big duh. That's been the build up for the whole franchise. So I think he's got one or two. I'm not sure to start. I think he's got one to start off with. I don't remember what order or whatever, even though I just saw it. But details. He kills Loki, gets an Infinity Stone for the Tesseract. Then what does it cut to next? Oh gosh, I can't remember. It was such a long movie. Because it jumps around a lot, but big deal. Shoot. Should make notes from now on, huh? I was never a good note taker. No. So he kills Loki. No. Okay. He kills Loki. He sends Hulk home. And he goes off to do whatever. The Hulk lands in Doctor Strange's lair, and or Doctor Strange's lair, and he's like, Thanos, like he literally like slams into the staircase, and all that. He's like, Thanos is coming, and so and the Hulk, he actually gets his butt kicked by Thanos, therefore wants no part in the rest of this movie. So it's just Banner, and so a ship attacks New York. No big, like, what big wolf can do, right? So Spider-Man, which I'll get to Spider-Man in a minute, because I know someone's gonna be like, you don't like Tom Holland as Spider-Man? No, I don't. And you can get on like the fanboy wagon of like, oh, you're a Tobey Maguire, you're an Andrew Garfield. I don't care. I don't like that little dweeb as Spider-Man. I'm okay with him in other roles, but Nathan Drake ain't one of them. But like, I don't like him as Spider-Man, because the whole point, like, Spider-Man is Spider-Man. He's not. He's still a teenager. He's still a boy. Like, and the whole point with Spider-Man is he actually grew and got older. His life changed. His relationships changed. In the comics and in the cinematic universe, like every Spider-Man movie since then has been going in reverse to what the comics have been doing. Like, oh no, let's make him younger. No, let's make him younger. You know, like it's stupid. I think that has a lot to do with it. But okay, so Spider-Man goes for the ship while Doctor Strange and Tony Stark and co try to like hold off minions. And like, I'm not kidding. Like, even Tony Stark said this. Like, the big bad minion, like, well, at least the brain one, he looks like space Squidward, you know. And so like that's what he looked like. And so they beat them up. Like, Doctor Strange gets captured. They stow away on the ship, rescue him, and then they head to Titan, which is Thanos' home world. And then Thor gets picked up by the Guardians of the Galaxy. I did that a little too well, didn't I? No, no, they get him, pick him up, and there's this scene where he's unconscious on the, I guess, med table or whatever, and they're all gawking at like he is such a beautiful man. His muscles are all sculpted out of like goddess. I'm like, wow. And like Peter Quill is like getting so jealous to the point that his crew is calling him out on his BS. Chris Pratt's awesome, all right. I want to see him play Indiana Jones. But okay, so they decide, okay, Thor, Rocket, and Groot will go to this, essentially the birthplace of Mjolnir, which is the Thor's hammer. Okay, and I know like I can't remember the guy's name that played the space dwarf, and I know people are gonna get on to me like, you don't remember that dude's name, the actor's name? No, I don't. I just remember him. He's like the new. I just remember him from Game of Thrones, which I never watched except one episode, and I just know he's a popular guy. I've liked what I've seen of him, but anyway. So while they go to the basically the Space Smith 3. The rest of the Guardians go to go get the Power Stone from the Collector, which Thanos already beat them to it. And goes like, ha ha, this all around you is actually total junk now. I made it into junk. Bye-bye, you know. And basically he discovers that, what's her name? Gamora. Then Gamora is a traitor or whatever, even though he still loves her, as a good father should, you know. And so then we cut to Vision and Scarlet Witch. I never I never watched Civil War. I tried to watch it. I honestly tried to watch it, and I could not. I don't even know if I got halfway through, but I had to turn it off because I didn't see it in theaters. But I did try to watch it, and I don't even think I got halfway through. I had to turn it off. I was getting upset. But so the Green Goblin. I kid you not. This dude. Like, he's a minion of Thanos, but he's the Green Goblin. He looks like the Green Goblin. He should have been like, you know, that's what he should have been. But he wasn't. But he was. And so him and this, I guess his wife, or lover, or something, I guess, fight Vision and Scarlet Witch. Which, a lot of people are very confused on what Scarlet Witch's powers are, which I am too. But, like, in the comics, to my understanding, her debut in the movies were like, her explanation for her powers were like, she's weird, which I'm okay with, and I'll tell you why. Because at least they tell you something, and the reason for that is because in the comics her powers were so weird and always growing and changing anyway that you couldn't get an actual grasp on them. So easiest way to say, like, she's weird, and also for storyline saying, like, so saying, like, we can have her do whatever we need her to do. So I'm okay with that. At least that's something, and an actual reason in the comic books as to why they did that anyway. At least they explained something. They didn't do that with Captain Marvel. And I'll get to that eventually. Eventually. I don't want to, but I will eventually. So, where were we? Oh, yeah. Vision and Scarlet Witch getting their butt kicked. Oh, and since Vision is supposed to be what essentially good Ultron 2.0, why is he such a wuss? Like, granted, I missed the whole movie, but I find it hard. Like, I never read his comics, but I don't think he was a wuss in the comics. Why is he such a wuss here? You know, like, and in his debut movie, he wasn't a wuss. He didn't do much, but he wasn't a wuss. You know, so anyway, so Captain America and which I love. Okay, I've said for a long time that Vic Mignogna, if they ever made a live action Resident Evil movie with Leon S. Kennedy, he should be played by Vic Mignogna, and I still stand by that. But if they couldn't get him to do it, I would be okay with Chris Evans as Captain America playing Leon. So those Hollywood, those are your two choices. Make the right choice, Vic. Anyway, back to my rant. So I tickled myself apparently. No, I'll get 100 likes just for that. No, I'm kidding. Not at all. No, but I'll get a few people that I know to watch it just for that comment. But okay, so Black Widow and Captain America, the Captain, rescues Scarlet Witch and the Vision. Okay. They're at their headquarters, and they're No, they don't go back to their headquarters. They go to Wakanda, which apparently is a real place on the Earth, but it's in the U.S. and it's nothing but farmland. The more you know. But so they go to Wakanda. They try to get the Vision's Mind Stone taken out, but before that, they cut back to the space smithery, and they have to make Stormbreaker, the replacement, and supposed to be the ultimate king weapon for Asgardians. And the whole space station or smithery or whatever you want to call it is not functioning. So Thor gets it functioning in the most absurd way possible. And I don't really think I can describe it and do it justice. I don't even really think I can describe it. But at this point, you've probably seen the movie anyway. So, but the cool part was he had to hold the mechanism in place and take the full magnified heat of the star to melt space metal. And he survives. My gosh, he's amazing and beautiful. Not only is he amazing, he's indestructible. I know someone's gonna be like, no. No, okay, so, after that, Thanos comes to Titan. Oh wow, I may actually write this up in time, so. So, Thanos comes to Titan, which is his home world, which Doctor Strange and the other half of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Tony Stark, Iron Man, and Spider-Man are all there, but they're hiding. Thanos only sees Doctor Strange. Okay. So, and then they ambush him, right? Doesn't go well. But they're fighting and all that. They're throwing everything at him. He's slugging it off. And I'm starting to wonder, I'm like, how much of that is actually him, and how much of that is the gauntlet, the Infinity Stones? Because I already get the feeling like his race, which apparently he's the last of, is pretty sturdy to begin with, shall we say? But how much of that is his natural durability and toughness, and how much of that is the stone enhancing it? So I don't think they ever address that. We only ever know when the stones are in play when he does something really crazy, which he throws pieces of he might as well have thrown the whole moon at them, but he does it. And so yeah, and then Tony Stark, Iron Man, is freaking amazing because he's the only one to ever actually strike blood on the okay, so he's going at it all, with Thanos, and he does all this crazy stuff and scratches his Thanos' cheek. Even Thanos is at all that for a drop of blood. And then in turn stabs Tony with his own bladed weapon that he formed. So I'm like Tony was the only one to actually make this dude bleed, and then he gets the time stone, and then he gets to Earth, kills okay, at this part I was they were okay, we can't stop him. You have to kill me. And Vision's honey, you have to kill me. They can't stop him. He's gonna get me. He's gonna win. You gotta kill me. You gotta. And I'm wait a minute. He already has the time stone. Couldn't he just rewind time? Which he does, and I called immediately. And I had forgotten about this, okay? I had totally forgotten most of what happened except for a few lines. It's been that long. So I'd forgotten about that. And then I called it, and I was but I even called that the first time I watched this movie too. So I'm wait, he just got the time stone. You killed the dude, you can just rewind time, which he does. I'm and that's the thing. if you have the time stone, what do you need all 6 of these things to do it? If you just have the reality and the time stone, couldn't you just do that? Do the snap with those 2? Maybe power to just add a little enhancement to it. Why do you need all 6? I don't know. I didn't read the comics. so, so they kill Vision. He rewinds time, only to kill Vision again and get the Mind Stone. Okay, he gets all. Thor literally like throws the Stormbreaker into the dude's chest. Literally, it's like shoving it in there. You want to make him suffer, you know. I can get that. He wanted Thanos to suffer as much as he made him suffer. Okay, I can get that. Oh, I almost forgot. So the whole reason Thanos is doing this is because he's seeing the universe's resources deplete. So he's gonna. And before he ever thought of the Infinity Stones, he's just been going from one planet to the next, cutting their population in half. Okay. So then and that's essentially what he's going to do with the time stones, but in an instant, all over. Okay. That's why he's doing it. But in order to get the Soul Stone, which is guarded by the Red Skull, which I don't think in any of the movies, now I haven't seen all of them, but I don't think any of the movies actually explains how he got there, why he's there. But all we get is a line from him saying, I wanted to control the stones too, and in turn it banished me here. Which I guess is an explanation, but okay, well, now that I think about it, never mind. So, but like, never mind. I was being stupid. So, okay, so the whole thing with the it's now that I think about it, the Soul Stone kind of operates like alchemy in Full Metal Alchemist. In order for something to be gained, something of equal value has to be lost. So they could have just called this Full Metal Alchemist the movie. So, because when he realizes this, he's starting to cry. He's realizing what he's going to have to do. He don't want to do it because he actually loves Gamora as his actual daughter. She doesn't realize this. She thinks he's a heartless a-hole and all that. So, and I get that. Yeah, he is. Like, he has good intentions, kinda, but going about it the absolutely worst way possible. But so she's thinking like, you've already lost. You don't love anything. And he turns around. He's crying. And Red Skull's already realized it. He's like, yeah, his tears aren't for him. And she's like, oh, no. So he don't want to do it. He's grabbing her arm. He don't want to do it. She's banging on his arm. He's crying even more. And he throws her over the cliff. And he gets the Soul Stone. I'll get to this. This scene when they rehash it in Endgame, because I have a few things to say about that scene. Okay, so back to the actual final battle, I guess, or final battle at the few final moments is where I was. I'm sorry. So Dave Bautista is the best in this. So he does the snap. He just and before he does the snap. They don't know what happened. Thor's just yelling at Thor's just yelling at him. What did you do? What did you do? He just sucks himself backwards into a portal, leaving. And then they're finding out what's happening as people are disappearing and this and that and that and the other. And I had to rewatch this because I didn't realize that Rocket. I should have realized when I watched the original, but I didn't realize when I watched this that Rocket's the only Guardian of the Galaxy to make it out of this. I didn't realize that. So, and then I also didn't. Well, I didn't remember that. I know I was mistaken about that. I didn't remember that Doctor Strange got evaporated too. I didn't remember that. So we got half of the population of the entire universe. So, and then like Spider-Man, which I'll get to this in a minute. Spider-Man, all of the Guardians of the Galaxy except for Rocket, Doctor Strange, let's see, the Winter Soldier, what's that dude's name? The black guy that has the robotic wings. What's his name? Not Hawkeye. I like him. He's the Archer. What's I don't remember the dude's name. He goes. Black Panther goes. Who else? Who else? Scarlet Witch goes. Is that it? Or at least all the ones that they showed. I don't remember. But those are the ones that I remember right off the top of my head. So there, and then the movie ends with Thanos on, like, and his arms like that now. All right, like he's like that, and so Thanos, the movie ends with Thanos sitting on this, I guess, tent or makeshift tent or something in this beautiful field. It's on another planet, and it just ends with him going like that. That's how it ends, which is actually almost identical to how the comic ends. Like, I remember that from the comic. Like, I remember looking that up, and so that's really the gist of the movie. I had fun with, like, I remember having fun with the original. I watching it the first time, but thinking it was very overblown. I didn't think it was bad. I just thought it was very overblown, and I walked away from it just disappointed because of the hype, I think. And I never said it was bad. And I never will say it was bad. It wasn't bad. I just think I was just very disappointed because I expected so much more from the hype. So, but the Spider-Man. Let me get to that for a second. They did very bad timeline marketing with this, because I remember when this came out, and then Spider-Man dying, and then they came out like before Endgame. The Spider-Man Far From Home came out, and they were even advertising it. And I was like, wait a minute, timeline wise, this makes no sense. You don't reveal like the ending before Endgame. No, you don't reveal the results of the end before Endgame. You don't take this part, reverse them like they're supposed to be. You want to make this a cinematic universe? Crap. Hold on, my dad's calling. Hello? Hey, how are you? I'm making a video. This is twice now, isn't it? And I can't redo it. I'm 30 minutes in. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Twice now. That's happened twice now. Twice when I've made a video, he did that. He called me, not knowing he was making a video. I was making a video. So, but the first time this happened, I was able to stop and redo it, because I just started. But now I'm like 30 minutes in, I have to redo the whole freaking thing. So, uh-oh. Anyway, what I was saying with the marketing with that was like, you don't make a movie that already has the results from the movie you've been building up to, and release that. You can make it, but you don't release it before it, because that already tells us, oh well, this is a universe, this is cinematic, and the timeline's messed up. Like, you do it in order. Release something else first. It was very bad. It's very bad marketing and very bad timeline, essentially. So I thought that was very stupid. And I could make a whole video on Far From Home myself, but like, all I'll say, like, and a friend of mine grabbed at me for this, but like, I don't understand what what everyone's fascination is with Sinestro. No, is that his name? Sinestro? Mysterio? Illusion guy. Like, granted, you could say the same thing with. Granted, like, he has no powers other than special effects. Literally. You take him. Okay. He's Iron Man without any actual toughness or tech other than ooh, ah kind of thing. And I know his illusions are supposed to be so powerful that they're undetectable. Yeah, get a shotgun gun. I know, wrong universe, but still, Spider-Man has spider sense. You can't tell me he can't sense what's going on. And they do that in the movie too, which was bull crap, because like, apparently, like, he was having trouble with the spider sense, or it hadn't developed or something. I don't know. I was stupid. That whole character never made sense to me. Like, the whole Mysterio. I think that's his name. I don't even remember the character's name. He's such a loser. No, Fishbowl. I don't like Josh Groton. The actor that played him was pretty good. I like him. The character I've never liked. Even in the comics, he made no sense to me. Like, I don't know. Like, you can make the same argument, like, oh, well, Batman has no powers. Yeah, but the whole point with Batman is, like, he knows he has no powers, so he maxed out every aspect of himself, mental, physical, everything, to the absolute human peak. So he's not going to go down with a few bumps and bruises or punches easily. The dude could actually probably take out Brock Lesnar, dude. I'm not kidding. Like, Batman's that legit in real, like, if he was real life. He wouldn't need gadgets or whatever, or a suit to take down Brock Lesnar. He could probably do it himself. That's what I'm saying is, like, Batman, yeah, he may not have any powers, but he's no pushover. So Mysterio is a pushover. And it's never made sense to me. Anyway, I rambled on for like half an hour. The video's been ruined. So I'll guess, like, so I'll try and upload this video today. I'll do my best. I'm gonna try and do a Call of Duty stream in honor of the anniversary. I'm gonna do it about 7 o'clock Central Time. If y'all want to check in at Twitch at Wildman Fanboy. So see y'all there. Have fun.